service. Gonna make money? Switch work to make money. And 94K. Yeah, I do play games time. They're quick, they're easy, and get one. There are videos on. That's how you do that. Now I'm gonna head back. More jobs. Talking on. I don't think it really adds it. Just gonna check the mission boards and see if there's anything quick and easy I can do on my way back to Nanamam and Ton, which is where I'm doing most of my work. Trying to get in good with the Federation. Probably not doing it right, but hey, that's life. Well, there are a lot of jobs to take out settlement power grids, but then this system is in civil war, and that makes sense. Courier jobs, 120K, I might even take one. Quick and easy, one way. I could board hop to find more to go to Moros, but eh. Of course, I'm in my space truck, the Adder. It's cheap if it gets blown up.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
There it is.
Frameshift drive
That's
charging.
where I'm going. Gonna do a little courier job on my way back to Nanamam. Although I seem to get most of my jobs in Ton.
3, 2, 1.
They tell me if I do courier jobs, I'll get in good with the individual factions and then get better jobs that pay more. So I'm starting to do that. And that's why that job was paying pretty well, because it's 288,000 light seconds. Just to put that into perspective, 288,000 light seconds. Let's say it's 300,000 light seconds. 1 AU is about 500. So that station is 600 AU away, which an AU is average distance between the Earth and the Sun, which is about 500 light seconds, or roughly 9 point something minutes, light minutes. .600 AU would be well past the orbit of Neptune, heading out towards the Oort cloud in our own solar system. That's quite a haul. Actually, Google's telling me that the Oort cloud is between 5,000 and 100,000 AU from Earth. So just for grins, let's see if I can get Earth to Neptune. .7 billion miles. What is that in AU? Alright, Earth to Neptune is around 30 AU, and this little trip right here is almost 600 AU. So it's about 20 times farther than Earth to Neptune. It's still quite a haul. And at 300 plus times the speed of light, I shouldn't see anything outside my viewport. I should see nothing but some shade of white. And I should not be able to maneuver at all. But of course, this is a video game, and reality would suck. So we have cartoon physics, which is okay. I'm perfectly happy living in a universe of magic and wonders where going 500 times the speed of light is possible. I think Frontier has missed an opportunity to capitalize on what people might do in their game when they're busy doing nothing. I think it'd be pretty cool if Frontier would have a little pop-up window show up on the HUD where you could watch, Netflix. So talking about ways to make money in this game, doing planetary scans can sometimes be pretty cool. You might get, I had like 6 or more than 6 scans of the same planet at the same base. And it turned like 9 million credits. Now it might have taken me an hour to do that. But 9 million credits in an hour in this game without having to do a lot of combat, for me, is pretty cool. I mean, as you can see, so far I've got almost 500,000 credits. And I'd actually prefer to do planetary scans in small ships. On my other account, I've done planetary scans in my Dolphin on that account. I've done them in my Keelback. I've done them in a Cobra, I've done them in a Viper. I've done them in an Eagle and in an Adder. And if you do it right and you get killed right after if you've done the scan, you'll go right back to the station where you last were. And if that's where you picked up the job, then you can pick up some jobs, go make some money, get killed, clears your bounty, puts you back where you took the job, saves time. In a small ship, it's cheap. Or you can get yourself a stripped down Sidewinder, and then the cost to clear your bounties is like, less than 700 credits. Go to the station where you've got your cheap ship, switch ships after you unload your cargo, launch, get a little bit off the pad, although you don't really need to, and then self-destruct. I don't know why they want self-destructs to clear personal bounties, but it does. Seems like the developers of this game really don't care too much how you do what you do. I could log out right now without any penalties at all. It's not a bad way to park a ship. Get into Super Cruise. You're in deep space. And then log out. Ship stops because the next time you log in, you're stopped. So there's no penalty for having stopped going much faster than the speed of light. If I drop out of Super Cruise right now, I'll take damage. In games like EVE Online, they go to great lengths to keep people from being able to use the log out, log in mechanism to avoid combat, for instance. And you can log out in Elite Dangerous and avoid a certain amount of combat. You're going to be stuck on a screen counting down 15 seconds. Assuming you can survive 15 seconds, you're going to log out. Obviously, you're not going to do that if you're in PvP. Otherwise, you can use it to your benefit. Assuming your ship will last 15 seconds. In EVE Online, you log out to keep your ship in space, in danger, with nobody at the helm, for a certain amount of time. And talking about missed opportunities, you know, CCP has missed a huge opportunity to put EVE Online on a console, which opens the door for games like Elite Dangerous. I should start getting aligned with this station. I need to find the front door, so I'm just going to orbit until it comes into view. I'm still a little less than 1 light second away, so I have time. Oh, there it is. So now I'm going to continue to orbit. Keep the station at the top of my viewport, and then slowly move towards it to keep it at the top. And that is me orbiting. It's not pretty. But you see I'm lined up with the front door. The front door is pretty much straight ahead. Request docking. I do have a docking computer. I sometimes like to fly it in manual. I'm in an adder and it's cheap. It really doesn't matter. If I were in a big ship, I'd probably be more careful, but you never can tell. I like to be dangerous, albeit not elite. And then I slow down and auto dock.
Landing permission granted. Assigned to landing pads 1, 2.
Landing gear operating.
Clear for automated approach vectoring. Touchdown. Ship secured.
I'm kind of liking Elite Dangerous in the PC with the Steam controller. It's taking a while to get it set up. I do have a HOTAS, and I might use it someday. But I'm starting to like the Steam controller for Elite Dangerous. Can be a little funny. For instance, on the console, I can chord the 4 buttons with other functions, but on the Steam console, it's really not the case. Alright, so I don't see any jobs that I can do. And I'm going to head back to my home base, which right now is Nanoman. But I made a little more money.
Shield attach complete. Access corridor is clear.
Also on the PC, I'm not real sure how I can save my current custom settings that are tied to my Steam controller and switch it to a HOTAS. Might get rid of them, and I don't want to do that again. So until I figure that out, I'm not going to be switching.
Make way for larger vessels.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
I like the idea of a HOTAS,
engage.
but I'm not sure it adds that much more immersion to what you're doing. And the PlayStation controller, for my money, does really good. So let's see, where are we? Bump, 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 bump. Someone was telling me you could adjust how far you jump and adjust your route, but I don't see that it matters right now, so I'm just going to go do it to it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Still 7 jumps. I'll have enough fuel to get there, but I'll probably be pretty dry.
4, 3,
Small ships don't have a lot of fuel. See if I can take some more jobs in Nanoman. I could probably spend a little money in refitting or fitting my Eagle, but not really what I'm wanting to do right this second. Meanwhile, people are trying to get me to do some work. Dodge that bullet. Got another guy who just started. He's, working on part of the project.
Frameshift drive charging.
He might occasionally need some time from me, but I worked over the weekend, so I put 20 hours in over the weekend, making a deadline that didn't exist, to put a smile on my boss's face, hopefully.
3, 2,
So, when I spend 20 hours on a weekend, I take it back during the week, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. If they come up with something for me to do, I'll do it. Other than that, all's fair in love and war. I'm certainly not into
frameshift drive
donating my time to a worthy cause unless I'm donating my time to a worthy cause. I'm a professional and I expect to be paid for my time. I spend time over the weekend I wasn't asked to spend. I'm taking it back during the week.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But just to recap what I've been doing in Vega Conflict, another one of the games I cover, I've got about 6 million points in the current Axis event where the main prize is the destroyer. So I've got the destroyer. And some other pretty cool rewards I'll probably have to spend months getting to the point where I can use, because that's what that game's all about. But, you know, that's $80 well spent. That gives me all of the Axis ships, and I've decided to start yet another Paladin build. This is 21 days.
3, 2,
So I can improve and refit the current Paladin that I have in service. So that's 21 days where my fleet bay is busy.
frameshift drive charging.
But it took me all of about 2 or 3 hours to get it up to 4 million points. I've just been soft shoeing it the last couple days.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's where I hit a level 70 and a level 40, you know, with the 2 of my fleets. Repair the one that hit the level 40. Put the level one that hit the level 70 on a long repair, where I don't pay for it. And then collect the extra points when they when I have to defend my base.
Frameshift drive charging.
All of that gives me about 400,000 points, somewhere in that neighborhood, 350. And I end up doing that like once every 2 to 3 hours.
3, 2, 1.
What the cost to do that in coins is like, you know, somewhere between 6 and 15 coins. So it ends up being, you know, cheaper than eating potato chips. Whereas the other way, it might have cost me 100 coins, which is still cheaper than eating potato chips.
Frameshift drive charging.
At any rate, 6 million points. I'll put up a video with the rewards. I have to do it when my friend isn't home, because she looks down on people who play video games. She was trying to tell me for a while that I'm addicted. And the article that she had me read, and wouldn't leave me alone until I did read it, spent a lot of time talking about people who have bad personal hygiene. And I shower and wash my clothes as often as possible. I'm also holding down a full-time job, and I'm going to school, part-time. Meanwhile, finding time to spend, you know, 20 hours a week minimum tooling around in Elite Dangerous. Which, aside from totally pissing her off, which I gotta say is fun, it pisses her off, which I'm gonna tell you it's fun. When people get irrational about things they shouldn't be irrational about, I enjoy triggering them. If you want to be rational and think it through, consider the fact that I'm holding down a full-time job, doing work that I've been doing my entire adult life. Started when I was 14 writing software, and I'm self-taught, which means I can go where no man has gone before. It's real easy. It's not difficult. Yeah, there's a learning curve once in a while to figure out what a certain code base does. Takes me a while to come up to speed, but hey, that's life, and after I am up to speed, I can pretty much do whatever I want. And long ago I learned how to leverage my brain in a positive way to get my schoolwork done so I could pass the courses. Of course, she looks down at people who don't have a 3.70 GPA because that was her GPA, but aside from basically being bigoted, which I'm going to say really doesn't help her that much. She's pretty bigoted, which really doesn't help her that much. Alright, I need to get lined up on this thing. Of course, I'm going past a planet, so it's super slow. That's almost perfect. Let's try that one more time. So I put a little gas on, I point in the direction of the opening, and then bring it back up. So that's a little better. Or I can just orbit. Really doesn't matter. The opening is slowly turning towards me, and now it's perfect. Look at that. Nailed it. And I can boost my way to health and happiness, get within 7.5 kilometers, request docking. I could idle it right now and let the computer do it, but sometimes the computer goes through super slow, and, you know, what I'm doing is faster, obviously. A bit more dangerous. But it certainly doesn't take an elite.
Ground crew on standby. Regulate your speed, Commander.
Put it in idle and let the docking computer do its work.
Approved for access. Please land on pad 01. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
And of course I'm playing in solo because, you know, why not?
Touchdown sequence complete. Dispatching ground crew. Station facilities are at your disposal.
Doesn't matter. Don't get any more money for doing the other thing. There's no real reason to do it. Alright, let's see. I'm actually not all that... I'm still neutral to these people? Oh, man. That's why. Alright, I can take a job. Well, that's two going to the same system. Bresnik Mine. At two different places. I don't care. I guess I need to do some errands for these people. So I can stop being neutral, and they'll give me better jobs. Assassinate someone harmless. I sometimes take jobs like that. But not today. That's a mostly harmless. Well, see what that does for me. I'll get another work email. Alright. Talking about Veterans Day, November 10th. Alright. Well, they're going to pay me that day. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little board hopping. Go from solo to open briefly. Check for any missions, and then go back to solo and run them. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Take out some skimmers. I'd rather do planetary scan missions. Alright, let's do that. See, they've got planetary scan jobs they won't give me because I'm neutral. And then switch back to solo. Check one more time. The jobs refresh after a certain period of time. You don't have to do this. You could pop into fitting, then pop back. You probably see a change after a few minutes. Also, the reason why I do this during the day is because it pisses off my friend when I'm working. And I'd rather work when she's here. I can do other things when she's not. Between 21:44 and 23:14. What time is it now? Oh. Kill 3 skimmers. Oh, I might do that one. Planetary scan jobs pay better, though. So there's a planetary scan job right there for 359K. That's more than going and killing skimmers. So once I get something other than neutral out of these people, I'd be able to get better jobs. Alright, I'm gonna go run my jobs.
Detach is good. Regulate speed to outside the exclusion zone.
I love being dangerous.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Well, if my frame shift drive would ever charge.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I've also been toying around with voice attack. Haven't got it set up yet because I can't do it when my friend is here.
Frameshift drive charging.
She'd want to know who I'm talking to or whatever. It takes a while to set up, and I'd actually rather play the game. I also bought some voice packs. Shatner and Data and Q. I imagine I'll set them up at some point, make some videos. Be nice if it were just part of the game. Oh, I'm already intoling. Be nice if you didn't have to set it up and it'd already be part of the game, but, you know, it's not and it takes time. Took me several days of little 2-hour sessions finally getting my Steam controller set up. Delete dangers. But it's at the point where I can actually play. So whenever she chases me out of her game room, since it's her house, I go downstairs and sit in front of my laptop. Play Elite Dangerous on my Core i7 laptop, which is an Alienware, you know, laptop, so it's pretty beefy. It's got 2 video cards, so it does okay. It's pretty playable. I'm kind of surprised. The other way to line up with the station is you figure out what planet they're orbiting, and then you draw a straight line between that and the planet, and you'll find the front door facing a planet or moon. This one should be facing the gas giant. So in theory, it should be just over here, but I don't see it, so there must be a moon or something. I don't know. Pretty sure if I orbit, I'll find it. Oh, there it is. You can just see the slit. I won't be perfectly aligned, but it'll be close. And there's the front door.
Sorgon, Charlie, Alpha, Papa. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land.
Of course, they put little bumpers in front of the door to keep people from doing what I'm doing right now.
Is nominal. Landing authorized. Vectoring for approach to landing pad 3-4.
Landing gear deployed.
I use a docking computer because it's more efficient. I'd rather spend my time flying between stations rather than docking. And there's virtually nothing in a class 1 or class 2 or even a class 3 slot most of the time that
Contact engines
would
disengaged.
replace a docking computer. Why that's even an option is beyond me. Should be built into these ships. You don't need a module so you can dismiss and recall your ship when you're on a planet.
Incoming mission critical message.
Although you do, kind of, right? There is a module. Oh, there we go. I got 2 more drops. Just want to double check the fuel. Sometimes I don't refuel. Never yet run out of fuel.
Ship released. Access corridor is clear.
Oh! Wow, I love doing that. Even when I miss. Alright, I love doing it, especially when I miss. Didn't even take down 1 ring of my shields, though. That's pretty cool.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
They tell you to drive safe, but they don't care if you bounce around. Alright, so I think I'll clear the rest of these jobs and then end this episode. See what that does to my standings back at Nanamam. And then I'm going to be tempted to want to go to lunch. Well, one of my cats just walked into the room. "17-year-old cat. He's not all that healthy anymore. He's lost a lot of weight, trying to figure out what the deal is. Maybe the deal is he's just 17 years old. I'm sure if I were in my 80s, I would have lost some weight too." There's really nothing to line up on in these outposts. Most time I can't even tell where the landing pads are. But that's why I like to use a docking computer, because it knows.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I've just got one more drop. And I can move on to the next system.
Ship released. Engine Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
First time I played Elite Dangerous, it sounded like Friendship Drive rather than Frameshift. So now I'm up to 716K. Started out this session at around 494. Obviously, getting enough money to get into a Python, for instance, would be very costly, but I'm not convinced that being in a bigger ship is really the best way to go. Having a nice big hauler like a Type 7 or a Type 9, yeah, there's some value to that. It is pretty easy in my other account, my primary account on the PlayStation. It's pretty easy for me to get good standing with the various powers for the power play because I can haul a lot of stuff. There's some value to doing that, but there's a lot more value, I think, in having a small ship if you try to make money. Insurance is low, upkeep is low, fitting is low, the monthly payments are low. Get into a big ship, then you're dealing with a lot of insurance, and there's a big cost. And yeah, they can be powerful, but they're not very nimble. If you're looking for maneuverability, you're not going to get that from Anaconda, for instance. I'm not saying I'll never own an Anaconda. I probably will.
Boarding permission granted. Landing gear deployed.
I gotta tell you, I prefer the DualShock controller to the Steam controller because it just feels a lot better having two joysticks. Touchpad joystick, not all that interested in. I might try to find a better controller. If I could find a DualShock for the PC, I would do it. And I might just do that if I can. Nope, still neutral. I guess if I could find a job that would take me back to Nanomam, that's pretty rare. Alright, so let's see. Should have cleared all my jobs here. Double check. Check the system map. Yep, that's it. Time to head out.
Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, what do we got? Excess mass. Alright, let's see. Need to dump some of these. Alright, let's try G239-25. That goes back through Nanomam. Alright, no sweat. Hey, it's right next door.
Charging.
This game was based on any kind of real physics. You'd have to fly back to the star where you jumped in order to jump out. But that would not be fun.
Frameshift drive charging.
And there's my destination. Pull away from the star so I don't overheat. And then I can jump. But I do have heat sinks, just in case.
4, 3, 2.
I think I might try to find a better controller. Alright. Got 2 drops. Planet's surface, it looks like. right nearby. I usually start slowing down around 7 to 10 seconds. Alright, it's on the other side of the planet because it's got dotted lines. I need to kiss the side at the edge of the planet so I can whip around and slow down. Then make my approach at 30 to 45 degrees. So I don't take damage.
Orbital flight engaged.
Kind of curious what that unidentified signal is, but, you know, I don't really care. Trick is not to slow down too fast and not to speed up too fast. Also, the trick is to start my approach at the right angle, so I'm going to be fairly close when I would drop out a glide. Well, that should work out right there. Oh, they say I can pair my PS4 controller with my PC via Bluetooth. Huh. Maybe I should try to do that, if I don't die.
Charlie Alpha Papa, you have entered Federation space. Docking access by permission only. Request approved. Vector for approach to landing pad 03. Automated docking assist is now in progress.
And of course, flight assist is on. Even though I have a great deal of respect for Newton, I don't need to be fighting with Newtonian physics.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, if I can pair my PS4 controller to my PC, I just wonder if that would work with Elite Dangerous.
Contact. Systems offline.
I mean, the friend I'm sharing a house with loves for me to share expenses with her because it reduces what she has to pay. She doesn't like so much actually giving me some space to live in. Complains about stuff on her table. Complains about stuff in her living room. At an early age, someone should have taught her how to share. She's not really into sharing as much as controlling. No kidding. Actually, there's some people using a PS4 DualShock on a PC for Elite Dangerous. Wow, imagine that. Let's figure out my next drop. Bresnik Mine should be straight ahead. Well, that worked out. And I'm pretty well aligned. Bresnik Mine must be orbiting the planet I landed on previously, and then I was able to take off facing Bresnik Mine. That's quite the coincidence. Or is it? Maybe it's a conspiracy. Maybe it's a false flag operation. Or maybe it's just getting to be time for lunch, and I'd rather be thinking about that. Either way.
Charlie Alpha Papa, this port is under federal control. Submit to randomized security scans on approach.
Such a little tiny slot.
Approach looks good.
I mean, what's the value of having a little tiny slot? Security?
Approved for access. Make your way to landing pad number 14. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Huh.
Docking confirmed. You may disembark when ready. This facility is in strategic lockdown, Commander. Access to certain facilities is by express permission only.
This station operates under a docking reservation policy. Ensure you have authorization before attempting to disembark.
Oh, drop my cargo. There you go. I don't see anything else here in this system. Check the map. Nope, that's it. Where's my next drop? Bodai. Bodai. LHS 215 and LHS 215. Alright. Yep. It's getting to be 10 a.m. I like to eat lunch early.
Docking clamps retracted. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
Yeah, people are telling me in the forums and whatnot that PS4 DualShock is not such a great choice for Elite Dangerous.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, so looks like I have to go to the galaxy map. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go this route. Let's go LHS 215. Doesn't seem to matter which way I cook it. Still gonna be 9 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
So it looks like Steam controller for the PC for now. Someday I might get a chance to do my HOTAS, we'll see.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm sure the sight of a HOTAS in the living room would really make my friend go, you know, fusion. She loves to go fusion.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's why I'm thinking about putting a 4K TV and a PS4 Pro in the bedroom, because I don't think she can complain about what I do in there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Trust me, if she had any idea what I do in there, well, let's just say, it's better she doesn't know.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep, that's another game I might cover again. Horizon Zero Dawn, The Frozen Wilds. I might get back into that game just so I can
3,
cover that DLC. I think it's coming out sometime this week. Well, let's see.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, binary star system. Wow, that is awesome. Fly right past the other star. just check that out. What does it look like on the system map? Oh, it's a. Oh man. 1, 2, 5. There are 5 stars in this system. Wow.
Frameshift drive charging.
And my birthday is coming up this week, so I can get a 4K TV for $300. I can get a PS4 Pro for another $400. I'm thinking a birthday present for me for $700 is not bad.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm also thinking about doing an Xbox One X, but I don't know. She is a tough person to have as a friend, though, I'll tell you that right now. You gotta really be committed to the friendship in order to hang out. Two more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
I should be able to make it. Probably gonna have empty tank. So far, my boss is being a little bit quiet about the work product I turned in. That might be a good thing. There I go. There's my destination right there.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, where's my drop? I got 2 of them. I think if CCP actually put EVE online on a console, I would play it. I just don't dig sitting in front of a PC for 12 or 16 hours a day, which is what it kind of takes. I'd rather sit on a couch. Up, I'm gonna buzz the tower. You know, making a high-speed turn should result in a lot of G-forces, but they don't have that in the game either. Because it wouldn't be fun. Alright, obviously I'm in the mood I'm in because I've got a headache.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Almost doubled my money during this session. And all by doing little tiny jobs. Alright, on to my next one. I think I just have one more drop. How do I still have 4 jobs? Eh, 3 jobs in Bodai. Alright.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retrieved.
Oh, look at that. Just about lined up perfectly. Alright, one more drop here, and then 3 drops in Bodai. I can head back to the barn. Look at how much money I made. Probably just about doubled my money. Started at 494, now I'm 808. At least when I'm playing solo, I don't have to go out to unknown space in order to find a place where I can make some money. And I'd rather play Elite Dangerous where I am the only actual pilot in the universe. Who matters? Now they do put you with other players under certain circumstances. I ran into a couple of, human players when I was going after an assassination target, where they were wailing away on him with sidewinders, and I just kind of joined in with a couple shots, and I got the bounty. So did they.
Charlie Alpha Papa. This is Federal Flight Control. Submit to random security scans on your approach. Maintain current course, Commander.
That's what I'm trying to do. Rotating station's not helping.
Okay, Commander. Proceed to landing pad 3-4.
Landing gear deployed.
Assisted docking initiated. Landing completed. Ground crew have been dispatched.
Mission critical message.
Do you have
Really?
authorization to be inside the docking bay? Remember, loitering is a violation.
On to Bodai. Oh, there's one going back to Nanamam.
This station operates under a
Han Gateway.
ensure you have
I don't know.
authorization before attempting to disembark.
Extra stop for 8K. Davis Enterprise, that would be 2 stops for 20K. I don't know.
Unsanctioned acts of aggression will not be tolerated. Obey station law and enjoy your stay.
That was the wrong button. Yep. Make my 3 stops in Bodai, head back to Nanamam, and go to lunch.
Pads attached complete. Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
And how do you have smoke trails in space?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, not too terrible. 8 jumps. That's life in a small ship.
Frameshift drive charging.
Why is that only 2 light years? Wow. Must have it set for economy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Got it set for fastest route. Honestly, sometimes their autopilots kill me.
Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
Four more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, Frameshift drive charging.
Well, two more jumps.
Four, three, two,
And then there's a bow dive.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, almost an extra, almost made 400k during the session.
Four, three, two, one.
are they all in the same station? There you go. All the same station. I like it. Thought I had 3 stops, only have 1. Now looks like some people might want me to do some work. Well, let's see. The opening should be facing this planet.
Charlie Alpha Papa. This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
That's what I did.
Landing permitted. Prep for arrival on landing pad 0.
Landing gear deployed.
Automated docking approved.
Yeah. Looks like some people want me doing some work.
Services at the starport are
Contact.
constantly being
Docking
updated.
restraints engaged.
Remember to visit every time you pass through the system.
Alright, just checking my schedule to see when I can do that work they want me to do. Gotta pay for that 4K TV somehow. Well. Alright.
Unlawful behavior in or around the starport is not permitted. We thank commanders for their cooperation.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a little different. So I guess I'll do it. Tonight. I'll do it then. All right. Okie doke. 3, 4, 7, 8, 15. It's gonna be a busy day.
This
Okay.
is an important announcement. Security surveillance is in effect at the facility at all times. Any acts of aggression will be met with an appropriate response.
I'm finally cordial with that one. And they're giving me a follow-on job. I don't really want to come back here, but it's planetary scan for
Smooth traffic flow within the docking bay.
24K. Yeah.
Avoid blocking access to docking pads.
Well, that was all 3 of those.
Unlawful behavior in or around the starport is not permitted.
Time to go back to Nanamama
Thank
Park.
commanders for their cooperation.
See if there are any one-way hauls. Going back. Probably not.
If you're unable to complete docking procedure within your time slot, you'll need to exit the bay and resubmit a docking request. Pilots,
Alright.
please show consideration for fellow visitors.
Time to head back.
Slow down and maintain a reasonable distance from other ships inside this dock.
Ship detach complete. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Landing gear retracted. Scan detected.
Wait, the guy's in a hurry. Let's scan him.
Drive charging.
Speed restrictions are now
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging.
Right next door.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Grizzly Duck. And then go to lunch at the local Sonic at Grizzly Duck. Kind of liking their boneless wings. Alright, what is this unidentified? Degraded, threat 0. Oh, should I stop and check? There's maybe nothing there? Who knows? Mechanical equipment.
Cargo scope deployed.
Well, let's see if this stuff is worth anything. It's probably not. Maybe it is. I guess if I had collector limpets, I could do it with those, but hey, that's life. Really? So I'm bouncing off space junk and I can't pick up stuff I want to pick up? Really?
Incoming message.
some materials. Alright, that's gotta be awesome.
Cannot comply.
Why not?
Cannot comply.
Oh.
CappySmack rejected. Friendship drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Not sure why this seems to line up with something other than the planet, but hey, whatever.
Peterson, Charlie Alpha Papa. Federal flight control is now online. Follow sanctioned docking procedures within port confines.
Hey, I'm dangerous. I'll do what I want.
Meters from touchdown. Okay, Commander. Your assigned landing pad is number 06. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
Well, that's it.
Touchdown sequence complete. You may disembark when ready. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
400K? Not bad. Had some fun? Not bad. Picked up some stuff? Alright. That's it for this particular episode. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. Check me out on Patreon. I need your support so I can do better videos. And we'll catch you later. Fly safe.